Hello everyone, my name is Ashaeden and this is AshaedenStarCraft. I am bringing you what has got to be probably my favorite cast of the evening because it stars two of my favorite players and probably two of yours too. Let me go ahead and introduce to you two wonderful Zerg players that you all know and love, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map from Team IvD Gaming, it is the red Zerg player Temp0, and spawning up right above him on the northern side from Team Trplet, it is the blue Zerg player Past. And let me just say that both of these players are absolutely amazing, and you can tell from my voice, you know it, I know it, these players are amazing, and we are in for a game this evening. And so, without further ado, we are seeing drones. What else would you see with the early Zerg? Zerg droneslings. Anyways, so a little bit about these players here. I am very happy to announce that from Team Trplet, Past, the former clan leader, is now actually a member of Team AshFire Gaming. So big shout out to that amazing player, and we are honored to have him. And of course Temp0, IvD Gaming, amazing guy. He's been help casting the ASL as well and playing in it too. That being said, we have a pool before hatch for Temp0, and we have a hatch before pool for Past. So it's kind of going to be the same. Might get a couple of earlier Zerglings out. And as you'll see, the Overlords are going in the complete wrong direction. I don't know, like when this happens, like on a 4-player map, if you should send all your Overlords on the other side, because this is a huge map. Or maybe you send one to the other side and keep the other. But one thing's for sure, that Temp0 knows where Past is going to be, and yet this Overlord is still kind of going out to where it's supposed to go, so he wants to go ahead and see the timing of the natural. And of course there's the hatchery for Temp0 as well. The spawning pool not complete yet, so his queens are going to be a little bit more delayed than Temp0's. Not really sure what's best to go for. Hatch first in the ZvZ or the spawning pool, because you do want those queens, but if you don't get that hatchery out in time, you're not going to have that extra income. But then the queens will just make up for it too, so I don't know. Very good placement on the Overlord here. And Past still doesn't know where his opponent is, but he's going to know in a second because he's not going to spot anything until these Zerglings get in here. So he'll know right away where they came from, but for some reason they are going in the wrong direction. Oh, there they go. They're going ahead and checking things out everywhere. A couple of Zerglings now, so it's a tie game there. Speed actually, surprisingly, a little bit ahead for Past. And the Zerglings both pass one another. Past going for 2 queens. Actually, queen's not even yet finished for Temp0. Zerglings coming in, getting a pretty good scout off. They're going to see everything. They're going to see the timing. They're going to see that there's 2 queens already done. Or, yeah, 2 queens already done. And Past is now going to get a scout here. He's going to see what's going on. Doesn't want to get too spotted, but he knows that there's a hatchery there. He's going to scout the Baneling nest. He's going to scout the... Well, he went ahead and attacked the queen. Don't know if that was a misclick or if he saw everything he wanted to see. Baneling nest also out for Past. Guess it's kind of a thing to go for these days. Or at all, period. Don't want to ever get hit by Banes when you don't have Banes. Since your Banelings are out first, actually we're going for a +1 Carapace. It's an interesting upgrade there. Probably want to defend as much as you can from the Zerglings. Little supply block, but that's being fixed as we speak. Another gas being taken along with 4 Zerglings, and we have a lair tech on the way. No lair yet for Past. But is Past going to scout it? That's the question. Zerglings coming across the map now. Looking to get some more scouting intel in. And 22 Zerglings on the way from Past. And he wants to check some things out. He's kind of hiding them around here. He wants to probably make some Banes, I think. And the Lings get in, and he can't come up to his main. So he's going to be content to try and kill some drones. And there you have it. Those Lings are dead. They didn't get too much intel there, but they know there are a bunch of Lings. So we have Banelings in production, and 12 more Lings from Temp0. We're on 3 gas from Temp0. I don't understand how people do some of this with such low minerals, but they just got their perfect timings. We got a Roachborn on the way, +1 melee, and Zerg speed. Got a Spine Crawler also being produced to protect it. And a ton of Lings coming now to go ahead and attack. And I know they're backed up by a few Banelings as well. Well, they're not actually. I know he made Banelings. Those Banelings are still up here, so okay. One Zergling being sent in here to try and get a good scout. And Zergling engagement going on here. And we know that there's some Banelings up on the ramp, so that's going to be a thing. This puts a new meaning of the word Baneling split. And Temp0 goes ahead and kills a few of those. And more Zerglings on the way. And they're going to stop any sort of attack there. Oh, and the Banelings. The Banelings are going to come in and probably get a huge, huge explosion here. Oh no! Oh my goodness, and more Banelings also on the way here. Oh, and just tons and tons of wrecking damage going on. And they're just going right in for the kill. And no attack. What's going on? Would have liked the A move or something. But okay. Getting a good amount of worker kills here. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. Worker supply. And worker kills, we are looking at 13 workers killed in favor of Past right now. But then now there's tons of roaches. And the Zerglings are all about expired. And they should just go ahead and run on home right now. And that's exactly what they're doing. Uh-oh, bad rally. Bad rally, they're going to lose all of them. Oh, he probably fixed that now, I'm assuming. Yep, and then there's the money. Got some money spine crawlers here to defend. Roach Burrow being produced now. Or researched, I should say. And now we finally got our lair tech about a little bit above halfway done. Checking our upgrades here. We are in favor of Temp0 right now. Being that he does have the roach speed. But in Carapace versus melee damage. One versus the other. I don't know if one counters the other or not, but still good choices. Burrow micro is going to be huge here. And now we have a scout. He scouted the spire, so he knows that that's going to be an issue. So perfect scouting timing, and he has the changeling as well. That changeling's like, yep. I want to see what's going on. And the queen is going to be like, okay, you're going to die. Maybe. And we have another Evo on the way for Temp0. We have Baneling speed on the way for Pass. And that observer is going to get away. Overseer is going to get away. My goodness. For the last couple of days, I have had Observer, Orbital, and Overseer all confused. And now the third is actually on the way. And Pass is going to scout that. And the roaches on the way are going to go ahead and do some damage. I don't know if a mass Zergling push wouldn't have been the better solution to send right away. But he didn't want to lose the one all of his Zerglings over one if the whole army was in here, so. I don't know why he split the army like that, because now he's going to lose everything to the roaches. And he's just going to go ahead and double back and go home. And those Lings got wiped out. And a Nidus Worm. Yes, sir, we have a Nidus worm on the way and 10 mutas. So that may actually be a thing. 10 muta response for the Nidus. And nothing quite yet, really. And drones actually coming out of that Nidus. The Nidus does get killed. But are the mutas going to be enough for all these roaches? This may just be too many roaches for these mutas to handle. And 4 spine crawlers are going to be huge. And they're going right into the main. Say, forget that. I'm going after that spire. And another Nidus swarm right here during the engagement. Tempo is going to end it, trying to end it right here. And is Pass going to be able to hold? What is he going to do? He's making 4 more mutas, 4 lings. He is desperately fighting to hold on here. Workers being pulled off to try and get away. Oh, and actually Tempo tried to drop a spore inside the main. And more roaches coming out of the Nidus worm. Just not anything here at home to really do too much. And now the Nidus does go down. The roaches do go down there. And these spine crawlers, man, they totally got ignored. And that may be a problem if Tempo decides to leave. But looks like Pass is going to lose this natural. And no, Tempo decides to just go ahead and sneak on out. No big deal. And now, but we do have 4 bases here for Pass now. And they went ahead and burrowed. These burrowed units too. No, those are still the 2 overlords. So we have burrowed roaches here. And one roach that was burrowed, trying to get some damage done. Didn't work out too well. But we do have overlord speed on the way. Pneumatized carapace. And we have an infestation pit and a few spores just in case for those muta attacks. And now the roaches are like, I gotta get out of here. And he's just leaving a few so they have to get stopped. And now the spore crawlers are doing some, spine crawlers are doing some more damage. And more roaches look to go in here and more mutas. But the roaches are paying for themselves. They're getting some more drone kills. And what that looks to be, oops, wrong thing, is 21 workers killed in favor of Pass, but 33 in favor of Tempo. So Tempo on 3 bases and Pass on 4. Let's go ahead and take a look at the APM for these guys here. We are looking at an average of 166 to 160.59. So pretty much they have got almost identical APM here. Wow. I wish I could get my APM that high. And now we're droning up. We're making some roaches, some infestors. And we're researching pathogen glands, so that'll give them the extra energy right when they get made. Of course, I think, nope, it'll finish before the infestors get finished, so that's really cool. Good timing from Tempo there. Man, I wish I could play Zerg half as good as these players do. They are amazing. Good, once again, good overlord spread. They're kind of watching each other, taking a look and saying, hey, 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 hey. Guess I said hey. Anyways, yep, that's what they're saying. And we have 4 spore crawlers here. Only 2 over here in the main, I mean natural, and 1 over here in the main. So the 4 just really wants to defend this 3rd base here. Doesn't want to lose it at all. That's going to be his money maker here pretty soon, so he wants to make sure that's defended. Roach speed almost done, as well as Roach Zerg missile attacks, and Carapace. +2 Carapace on that one. So really cool. 12 more drones in production and an infestation pit. Both of them playing pretty defensively right now, trying to prepare, making units every now and then, just in case any extra stuff happens. And we do have the infestor just kind of chilling down there. He might not know it's burrowed, but it's there. And we do have the spore crawler getting some damage in. Almost picked off that queen. And Past coming in, looking to get some more damage from another side. Trying to check and see. He does get the creep tumor, though. And comes in, gets an Overlord. Kills off 2 Overlords and supply blocks Tempo. But now we got the Infestors here, and these Fungals are going to probably be money. And yeah, they do trap our Zerg player. More Fungals. And continuing to trap this army of Mutas. And now we have the rest of the army joining them. No Hydras though, but the Queens are going to do enough damage. And wow, they all died. All those Fungals were just enough to take out all those Mutas. And now we're going to have... Oh, wait. We have 1 Muta back at home. Being just a pain in the butt. Killing a couple of drones just by himself. Just being a total pain in the butt. And he finally goes down to a Spore Crawler. Pushing out with all the roaches. And more Fungals from Past as well. And Fungal versus Fungal, Infestor versus Infestor, and Roach versus Roach. But it looks like, I think, go ahead and go to Units tab here. I think, yeah, Past has a little bit more roaches, and he has 5 Mutas. From 43 roaches to 31 roaches at this moment. So that's going to push Tempo back a little bit. But Tempo is probably going to come up with some super cool high-level play that just pushes Past out. Great concave. And good spores killing the Mutas for sure. But that just seems to be not enough as Past keeps sending in more units and reinforcing the 2 with 14 more roaches on the way. And +2 missile attack on the way for both. But +2 missile attack did just finish for Tempo. And that may be, maybe what saves him here. But just too many reinforcements on the way for Past. And so, ooh, Tempo may have to sack his 3rd. Oh, yep, and the reinforcements do finally arrive. And it looks like Tempo's going to have to go ahead and let this one go. But he keeps sending his reinforcements. He's trying. So Past able to come back after a really huge push from Tempo. And pushing back now, taking out the 3rd base. And pushing Tempo back onto his 2 bases. And Tempo GG's, and Past will take the game. This actually, from what I know, is their placement matchup. And I know that both of them are in Diamond. Very well played, both of you. Amazing game, keeping everyone here on their toes. Wow, what a great Nidus push with all them roaches. Almost devastating Past right here in the early beginning. And then Past able to push it back all the way, getting these 2 extra bases is what probably did it for him. With that extra macro, all the extra drones, and the money, able to get the upgrades of what he needs and push extra roaches in order to go ahead and seal this victory for Past. Very exciting game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.